All right. Hey guys, it's Andrew here at Prehired, and I have another story to share with you guys. Udenze, who's on the other side, he actually just came home from work after his first week. So he is in Seattle right now, and he's been working, I think, for a little over a week now. So
hmm
Udenze, take a minute, man, just to share a little about yourself, about you and your background.
Hey guys, my name's Udenze, and so I'm 24. I was finishing up college, had one more year to go, and I just figured I kind of want to get into sales. It was interesting, and I stumbled upon Prehired, and then just decided to take action.
Got it. So really, so aside from school, not too much. I know you've had like a couple internships and stuff like that, but no, I
hmm
guess you could say real world experience working for 5 or 6 years. It was really I went to school and all right, let me try and get into the sales space, right?
Yeah, because I kind of had an idea I wanted to try it, but there's no like solid ground you could build from sales, other than like experience and actually really good coaching.
Exactly. There's no or very few I've seen majors in college. I know my school did not have anything about sales or anything like that. I know that would have helped me a
Exactly.
lot.
hmm
So what was your interest in sales and kind of two part interest in sales and then why tech? I mean, there's a hundreds of industries you could do sales in. Why the tech industry?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I was kind of just drawn to sales. I mean, other than being like a people post person and outgoing person, I just felt like it was something that, they make a lot of money, something I could do. And
Hmm.
young enough, I just decided to, why not try this before, stem to something else. I just wanted to get this out of my, check the checklist.
Check it off. Hopefully you stay in it for a while, but at least you can try it out. So,
Yeah.
so all right. And you mentioned, there's only the best, really the only way to get in sales, I feel like, is, going, actually trying it out, getting experience and coaching as well, which kind of leads
hmm
me to, pre-hired. When you first came across us, what were your honest thoughts? I mean, you can be, hopefully you're not brutally honest, too bad, but like, what were you thinking? What were you feeling when you first heard about us?
No, yeah, I found you guys. I signed up for the interview, got my phone screen, and it all sounded really good, a little bit too good to be true. And then once I moved on to the next steps, and they sent over the contract, I was like, whoa, hold on, I don't know if I signed up for this. But then, ultimately, I just, talked with you guys and, just thought about my goals and where I want to be. And so that was a hurdle easily overcame.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, definitely some people, oh, this isn't legit or whatever. And it's like, hey, this is legit. Here's
hmm
everything. And it's like, okay, either I'm going to do this. I really want to achieve my goals like you've done, or maybe this actually isn't for me. This, I'm too scared or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So obviously you said, all right, hey, let's give this a try. Hope it aligns with where I want to be. I want to get into sales, specifically software. Here's a
hmm
great way for me to get in. What was it actually like for you to go through the program? What were your thoughts? Did you like it, hate it, thought it was easy, hard, boring? What'd you think?
Yeah, going through the program, I was kind of going at my own pace per se. I think I finished around 7 weeks, 7 to 8 weeks, something like that.
Hmm.
It was good. It was good. I thought originally the content, if you go through it, it's really easy, but then you really have to digest it and
Yep.
learn it, and so you can reciprocate it. And so that I found myself going back a few times, and now even with my job, I'm still going back to the program. Like I know some of this stuff.
Definitely. Yeah, I've had a few of our past members that are in the space now working definitely going, hey, can I still get access? And it's obviously a lifetime access to the membership, which is really cool because the tech space changes literally every day basically, and
Yeah.
new apps, new tools, new concepts, whatever it may be, and always trying to stay on top of that for our members. So you went through the
hmm
program, thought it was kind of easy, but still had to go back, actually put these things into play. What was it like after you got certified? What was that job search like for you? Which walk us through that. What led to where you're working now?
Yeah. So I did. I had my target of startups, so relatively smaller companies, just because I wanted to learn more because I'm fresh into sales. I don't want to
Hmm.
get into a bigger environment, so I wanted kind of a close watch. But yeah, I targeted my companies, and since they were smaller, They weren't exactly as organized, so they took a little bit longer to get back to me, or maybe I thought my sequence was messed up, but it was, ultimately all that miscommunication was cleared up. And yeah, so I stumbled across this company, CI Security, or should I say my company? No.
Yeah, yeah. Say, man, this is live.
uh,
This is our record. No, no. Say your company. Share. I mean, we were gonna hop into that a little bit, but you can share now. What that you're working for? What's your role? And what do just a brief? What do they do?
okay, yeah. So we basically do cybersecurity, and so it's like malware, firewalls, MDRs, IC, and just all these different things. And I have no idea about that. I was just like, I'm just a sales guy, but no. So we're actually we work with hospitals, governments, financial sectors. So we actually are doing trying to achieve something good by fighting off these hackers and stuff like that. So I really resonated well with the company and their goals, and so I was thrilled to accept the offer.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And they're. I know you're going after startups. They're a startup, right?
Yeah, yeah, startup based in Seattle, and I
Got it.
mentioned this earlier, but I'm gonna go back and yeah. So Seattle is really big with the tech. Tech is just booming here, and so that's kind of really where I decided I wanted to get in that field, but I just didn't really know how. I had no clue how.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that from lots. Hey, I mean, especially you being in Seattle. I mean, what you have Amazon there, you have
Hmm.
bunch. I think Microsoft's there. You have a bunch of
Yeah,
companies that have offices there, and it's like, hey, this stuff is around. Let me try and get a part of it. And I hear that a lot. I don't know how to get in. I don't know what to do. So for anyone
yeah,
listening, like Udenze did, you didn't know how to get in. He knew he wanted coaching, he wanted experience, so he came in. We popped up across his computer screen, or he came across and found us,
yeah.
and here we are a few months later, and now he's at his new job. So I guess which kind of leads me to the last question for you, man. What would you say to anyone that's listening right now to your story and hearing about you? And maybe they thought, whoa, is this real? Is this a scam? Whatever it may be. I mean, what would you tell them if they're on the fence about trying to get started?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it sounds cheesy, but I mean, if you want to make whatever you want to achieve happen, especially in software sales, I'd say take the risk and join Prehired and really pay attention to the material. But it's not a cakewalk. It's just you get what you put in, right? And so
Yep.
you have to really learn and digest and want to have it. You want to get there. And
Yeah.
so yeah, it's not fun at all times. The payoff is definitely worth it. It's
Yeah,
definitely.
without a doubt, and yeah, I mean that's a good point. It definitely isn't a cakewalk, and it definitely is like it's you get out what you put in, and that's just like that is sales in general. Is sales is the only
Mhm.
profession where you literally get what you put in. You get rewarded for how hard you work. So if you work
Yep.
harder, work more efficient, whatever, generally you're going to make more money. Whereas all these other careers, coding, marketing, they're great. No
Mhm.
knocking on them. It's like at the end of the day, you're still getting that same salary, that same paycheck week in and week out, even though if you worked harder than others, whereas sales, it's, hey, I got in early and I left a little later, probably going to show on my paycheck for that, which is really really cool, and I think why a lot of people want to get into sales. Um,
Yeah.
but but I mean, other than that, Udenze, I mean, I appreciate you sharing your story with us, man. Excited to hear how you're doing over the next couple months and hear how the startup grows. I know earlier you said there's one SDR and now there's four, so you guys have already grown a lot since only the past couple months.
Hmm.
But yeah, man, definitely stay in touch. Obviously, this is lifetime membership, so we definitely want to hear how things go 6 months, a year, a couple of years from now.
Yeah, man. You guys, respect Andrew. Pay attention what these guys say. They'll come through for you. They really will help you out.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And that's the last thing I'll say is that's because Udenze, for anyone listening, like he did what he was supposed to do. He put in the work. He was talking about, take the risk. I mean, there is a risk, but there really isn't a risk. It's, we've got a process in place. You just have to do the work. You have to follow it. Yeah, it's definitely tough at times, but if you don't follow the process, that's where you're going to struggle and not get the results.
Hmm.
Udenze obviously did not do that. He did what he was supposed to do. He listened. He went above and beyond, and now has a really really good job. And I'm sure he's really happy with that. So,
Oh yeah.
well, thanks, man. Have a good one.
All right, man.